want to address something that your text dramatically refers to as graph abuse. And this box says a lot. Although graphs are intended to provide an accurate picture of a set of data, they can be used to exaggerate or misrepresent a set of scores. And these misrepresentations generally result from failing to follow the basic rules for graph construction. So the following example demonstrates how the same set of data can be presented in two different ways by manipulating the structure. So let's say we had a major urban center that had a lot of homicides, which of course is a sad thing. And from the years 2011 through 2014, which is 4 years, it went up from 42 to 49. Now that's an increase of 7. But if I were going to talk in percentages, we could say, well, geez, that's an increase of 7 over 42, which is 1/6. So that's roughly a 17% increase, 1/6. And I got that from dividing 7 by 42. Could I represent that in a disingenuous way? Well, yes. If I used the top graph, that would be considered by your author to be graph abuse, which is a strong term, but I think it's very real. I can make it look as though 2014 was catastrophic and 2011 was relatively subdued in terms of homicides. And I do that disingenuously by not beginning the graph with 0. If I begin the graph with 41, roughly, is what it appears to begin with, it appears to be that 2011 was a docile year and 2014 was catastrophic, when in fact that isn't true. The more honest representation would be below, where it's starting with 0. If I start a graph with 0 on the y-axis, it appears to be that there genuinely was an increase year over year from 2011 to 2014, and the proportion is kept in check. If I look at the Kelly green bars there, or the turquoise bars, it appears to be that 2014 is roughly 1/6 higher than 2011. So there's an upward trend, but we certainly don't have the remarkable depiction that we see in the top graph. So the bottom line is, irrespective of whether we're talking about bar graphs or histograms, and we'll define both those here in the coming videos, we must start with 0. Otherwise, it's considered to be a bit of a manipulation, a bit of a disingenuous, not an out-and-out falsehood, but nonetheless out of the spirit of what APA would prescribe in graphs, that we always begin that y-axis with 0.